Hello everyone and welcome to Sketchy channel for Blender tutorial. Let's create this animated scene together from scratch. So let's start with adding a circle, and I need to size down the circle. As you can see now, I'm going to activate the solid mode, and now it's time to go to edit mode and change the direction or the location of the origin itself. I am going to do this by changing the location of the object itself, which is the circle. As you can see, the origin stayed as it is. However, the circle now is away of it. So this will be the diameter of the spring and this size of the material of the spring itself. You will understand now. Now I'm going to object mode. It's time now to give it the screw modifier from here. But before I activate the scroll modifier, I need to apply the all transform, location, rotation, and scale for this circle. Now going back to the screw modifier, you see now the circle make a screw around the Z direction, the Z direction, because we are activating the Z axis. But I don't want this. I need to make a screw around the Y axis like this. Okay, now it's time for increasing the iteration itself. I see that the size of the spring itself, the scale of the spring diameter is too large, so I'm going to edit mode now and make size down like this. I think it's okay now. So far we applied like 70% for our scene. Okay, what if I need to make a dynamic scale for the spring? This will be solved by adding an object, and let's start to add an empty object from here and going back to the spring selection, and from axis object of the screw modifier I will pick this empty object. Okay, let's select this empty and try to see if it's already linked or not. As you can see now, the spring size is moving as long as I move the empty object. Now I'm going to add the plane and make scale up to this plane, GZ, move it down a little bit, and size up at Y direction. What about the animation? The animation we will have to open from here the timeline and go back to 0 or 1 timeline frame and select the empty. While I'm selecting this empty object and change this dimension from here to be 1.5, and then press key again and choose the location. By selecting this blue line, you will need to change the location of the time frame, as an example 150, and then set this back to 0 and press key button and choose the new location. So let's try to play the animation. It's working fine. I am going to implement the material to the spring and to the plane. I'm going to activate the viewport from here, and already I have a library from Polyhaven which contains a lot of material, preset material, as you can see. All you have to do is select the plane and drag and drop the material, as you can see. And for the spring itself, let's pick a basic material, as an example this blue metal, and drag and drop back to the timeline. And now it's time to bring the moving MAM animation from here. This add-on is free add-on. You can install it from edit, preferences, and add-on, and type Blender Kit Online Asset Library. I will put the link to download this add-on at the description. Just type man, and from the filter here you can specify and narrow your filter to the animated, and from here free first. So let's pick this man. Okay, let's pick our guy, the same guy from the same scene we started with, and drag and drop. For this one I'm going to rotate it. You need to choose this empty to move your object together. Okay, let's rotate around the Z 180, and let's play the animation. Okay, the man is moving at the same place which we put him in. So we need to animate the position of the man itself by pressing key and start the time frame with this location, and Let's move the timeline to be at 150, same as the end of spring scene. Then we are going to move the man by our hand to the end of the spring and then press key button, choose the location. Okay, set back the timeline to frame 1 and play the animation. And here we go, the spring is closing on the man and he's trying to escape out of it. Successfully, he is out of the spring. That's it, and thanks for watching. See you in another tutorial.